Here is your Battlerealm Brawl Day 2 Roundup. Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to a freshly squeezed video here on a Sunday. Look, Kabam learnt lessons from Day 1. Day 2 was much better. We'll go over why I think that in a minute. I put out a tweet about why I think that it was better. Sound issues, sorted out, fantastic, lessons learned. The production stuff, there was a little issue I think with some screens, but worked. 15-minute intermission, great. I'm glad they did that because it allowed people to go, take a pee. It allowed people to kind of go and get some food for those in the audience, reassess the energy, and as well just have a look at chat, see what people have given feedback on, and do all those things. And for me, it was good because it was right, I just kind of went and grabbed a drink, chatted with you guys if you came to the live stream, and as well went to the loo myself. So that was really good and effective. And I know people were saying, well, we're 15-minute intermission, but look, I think that's a really good thing. It allows assessment, it allows improvement, it allows to innovate. It's very good. Of course, your winner was FinTech. A little bit talk on the performance. It was a great performance. I'd say that the performance of the players was fantastic. Of course, things are going to happen. People are going to have the jitters, so to speak. But ultimately, people played well. Trappy went out, which I'm sad about. But it is what it is with this stuff because look, Pepe is a fantastic player, always has been, always will be, and it just came down to two fantastic players, and all 8 people that went to the Battlerealm Brawl, they are some of the 0.01% of the player base, and should be kind of heralded with much respect. So, and I think people do respect everybody that participated in it. But I would say I absolutely love FinTech and his kind of I don't know really to describe it. It was kind of it's a very Finnish kind of response. A lot of Scandinavian, very kind of no problem. It's all right. I won. Yeah. No, I usually stay up quite late. I'm done. This is good. I'm the win. I get the win. It's very kind of this very. Just calm as a cucumber, even though he just punched the air there. And Pepe, honestly, incredible sportsmanship there. Giving a clap, giving a salute. Go over to shake his hand. Had a great time. Pepe got his massive smile on his face as well. Much love to Pepe. Excuse me, much love to Pepe. A lot of travel to get to Vancouver. Same obviously with FinTech, but It was just good vibes. I would say as well, and this is the thing, isn't it? The hype, excitement, the crowd, ladies and gentlemen, the crowd was better this time around, which I massively rated. I thought that was something that was better, but something that I did point out in my video yesterday. Kabam Jax was saying that, come on crowd, kind of a little bit. And I know that there was talk about people going, well, we're being respectful to the other player. But then the more that, you kind of think about it, the more it's well, look, if you want to create an atmosphere that's kind of cool, and people were coming into my chat and I was seeing other people's chat going crowd dead. It's well, look, what do we want from this? Do we want respect for the players playing it, or do we want to have an esports type atmosphere? And you can't. It's difficult to have both and give a entertaining spectacle. Which, let's face it, stuff like New York Comic Con was different because it's just different gravy and it's a different situation. So it's hard to really kind of narrow down a point on this one because look, it's the world of opinions. Everybody's opinion is technically right to a degree. But as I said, Jax was trying to get the crowd energized. And I would say Jax was actually the saving grace of this particular Day 2. I think a lot more respect does need to be put on Jax's name, especially because Day 2 seemed to have this increase of showmanship and kind of entertainment, which if you've been to Jax or Flannel Jax's live streams, you'll get that. We got fun. We had dad jokes. We had just entertainment, and that is what we needed to cut through a lot of the technical elements. All in all, it was a great spectacle. I thoroughly enjoyed myself this time. And, you know, if day 1 was like a 5 out of 10, then day 2 was a 9 out of 10. Just because it just was better. It was just so much more, yeah, just better. That's really it. So I didn't really talk much about like the playing aspect, and obviously we just want to like quickly cut through a lot of the you know, coverage. But there was a fantastic play. We saw some of my favourites were Pepe and Fintech utilising Spider Ham, literally destroying champions within about 30 hits. Those Porker Poppers were literally taking down champions left, right, and centre. This particular fight right here, utilisation of speed over good conditions finishing. What is that? We can see on screen, Titania finished with 71.3% attacker health, and then you compare it to 95.4% health, couldn't see because there's block in there, of Shuri versus Atuma. And it's just fantastic because we just had this this condition of speed 1 over good conditions. There was also other fantastic play like Fintech with his skills with Tigra, utilizing that, and it was just a fantastic matchup to see somebody that's incredibly skilled with champions like do their thing. The same thing with Pepe, and they put on a fantastic show. So yeah, just wanted to show from a, you know, playing standpoint, both were fantastic. All players were fantastic, but this last final round was just yeah, showing some great quality. So now let's go over the important stuff and the reveal. So shout out to Misty K. Misty K got the clip right here of Onslaught. Onslaught is one, I'd say maybe the only December champion, if I'm being right. Yeah, only December champion. So that's, well, so far that we know, there could be more. But of course, there will be Playable Maestro if you're able to do the Necropolis, which I don't know when that's actually going to be launched. It could be a case that we get that in November, and people get to do that over November, December time, if you've got the time to do it, or the inclination to do it. But yeah, fair play for that one. Yep, I'm excited to see it. Yep, using Professor X telepathic abilities and Magneto's metal control. This could be an absolute just demon of a character. I'm pretty excited for this, to be honest. Also, it's hard to know what this extended... Well, obviously, we know the Necropolis is going to be, which we saw details of. There's very much kind of like trap nodes and how this kind of like... You've got to really plan how you're going deeper into the Necropolis with, you know, 14 fights per path. It could be quite annoying. And going up against the likes of, you know, Atuma, where you got a trap like while the defender back is against the wall, the defender takes 25% of the defender's base attack as direct damage when they strike the defender with contact attacks. Good. But also you've got like these local nodes, and there's strikers like Kabam are thrown strikers as being the, you got to use them in stuff. So use strikers in a lot of things. These trap nodes as well look like they're going to be interesting or not. Trap nodes buff another enemy when triggered. The defender has a 50% chance to evade medium attacks. Not good. So just do light attacks. If that's the case. But it changes the aspect of playstyle and rotation of champions, which could be a bit frustrating. And looks like this trap is active while the defender's back against the wall. Yeah, we've read that one already. Anchor of Necropolis. The defender starts with a number of vengeance charges equal to the attacker's challenge rating. The defender loses a vengeance charge every second this timer is paused during the champion's special attacks or while a striker is attacking. Alright, okay. Each time a striker is activated by the attacker, the defender gains 6 vengeance charges. The defender's ability accuracy cannot be decreased below 50% unless the attacker has class advantage. While the defender has 0 vengeance charges, they are stun immune to all forms of power manipulation. Oh, boo. So it's going to be annoying. I think this definitely is meant to be the next Abyss level of content. So farm those revives, and then we'll have a good chance to talk about how the Apothecary is not going to be in our favour. There's, of course, a lot more to this when it comes to like how Challenger rating kind of impacts on this stuff. Which is, as I said, is going to make a really spicy event. I would say this is going to be what you're going to spend your units for in order to, you know, grab. I think that I'll be farming units for this probably after Cyber Weekend. Well, I know, actually, probably January time after I've done all the banquet event stuff if we get that for another year. The reward side of things do look very good. Upon completion, you do get to have a piece of the guillotine sword for the deathless version. 10,000 Titan Crystal Shards, 1 6-star relic. I can't remember what that was. Oh, it's going to bug me now. Rank up gems. Well, I think they're both rank up gems. One's a 7-star something or other. Is that a 7-star one? Probably not. I probably got that wrong. But yeah, special time of thing. Rank 4 to 5, 6-star. 1 to 2, 7-star. So yeah, there's spicy things available to you to get. There's also more details on Alliance raids. I gotta be honest, I was really hyped for this until they went like slightly into the package of it, and I'm not sure if I'm actually impressed by them. The reason I say that is that look, I'm sure they'll be fun and I'm sure they'll be good on the face of it. And look, you got to experience it for yourself to know this. It just looks to me that they've repackaged Alliance Wars and gone, here's Alliance Wars rebranded, in that there's just the same level of complexity and officer and alliance leader pressure to plan for this particular type of situation. Yeah, so like here's a general kind of like a setup for it, and it's like you have to kind of divide yourself into different types of sections. Like one will be a type of what, you know, you'll be one type, or you'll be tactician. One will be another type, another be another type, and you kind of like build or bring champions in that are kind of associated with these particular paths of attack, or tactic of attack, or plan of attack, strategy of attack, whatever you want to kind of refer it to, which you can see in Somewhat Operation here, and some of the bosses one would go up against. You can see information here about like you need 3 of each role per battle group to be successful. You need 1 of each role per lane to charge each other up on your boss fights. So I guess that's kind of cool. I think maybe it's a knee-jerk reaction for me to look at something and go, this is too complex for what it needs to be, but we'll see. You know, I'm quite happy to say like I was wrong, but it's just a case of like on the face of it, well, a lot of this does look a very complex for what it is. Interesting, but complex. So you can see like here, like the setup of it. You click and you go, okay, well these champions can be used for this, these champions can be used for that, and then you take it from there. It does make me very excited for a new mode. So I should really kind of say that. I'm happy Kabam are making new modes. It's not exactly the mode I felt that would be prioritized first, but it's definitely a mode I'd like to see. In future, I would like to see it replace things like Alliance Quest or other ones. So it does say you got to complete 7 missions per fight. You'll need charges and you need to work together. You all link together to take on the final boss. So apparently you do 1 raid a week as an alliance, and that is during 1 AQ cycle. So I don't know how, I think that kind of like factors into, you do 4 days of AQ, 1 day of raid. I think that so it's still 5. So we haven't gone down to a 4-day AQ week. We are technically still doing that, with raids being the 5th day added back into it. So that kind of gives you an idea. There's tons more we have to go over on this subject, which, you know, if you keep locked to the channel, we'll cover that in due course. And yeah, that's really been it for the video. And yeah, as I said, I want to say Kabam did a fantastic job on day 2. Of course, day 1, bit iffy, but day 2, fantastic. Like, it just worked so much better. And yeah, I hope that next year is bigger. I hope I get to attend, but we'll have to see. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But yeah, that's been the video. Thank you very much for watching. I did have a schedule of like a load of videos I was going to put out today. I'm probably going to take that schedule, those 3 videos that I've already made, and kind of put them into another day, because I want to do another video about something I did cover yesterday, but I want to make a video devoted to it. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Check out some other content located on the screen, and I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.